Long before he was the Deadman, before he became one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time, Mark Calaway grew up in a small town in Texas with big dreams that seemed impossible to achieve. Hey everyone, this is your host. And today we're going to look at the untold life story of The Undertaker. Let's get started. Mark William Calaway was born on March 24, 1965, in Houston, Texas. His father, Fred, was an ordinary man who worked for the local propane company, while his mother, Kay, was a homemaker. Mark had two brothers named Mike and David. The family lived in a small house in a working-class neighborhood. Despite being an only child, Mark always felt connected to his brothers and developed a close relationship with both of them. His parents, on the other hand, were more reserved and never showed much emotion towards their children, which made Mark feel emotionally distant from them. He would later describe his childhood as boring and uneventful. From a young age, Mark was drawn to professional wrestling and would spend hours watching matches on television. He admired the strength and athleticism of the wrestlers and wanted to be just like them. However, his parents did not approve of wrestling and forbade him from pursuing it as a career. They wanted Mark to focus on his studies and become a respectable professional. As a result, Mark kept his passion for wrestling a secret and excelled in school, graduating high school in 1983. He then attended Angelina College in Lufkin, Texas, where he studied criminal justice. But his mind was still on professional wrestling. After college, Mark enlisted in the U.S. Navy and became a military policeman stationed in San Diego, California. It was there that he met professional wrestler Sika Anoa'i, who became his mentor and taught him the basics of the sport. In 1987, Mark left the Navy and began training at the World Class Wrestling Association, WWA, in Texas under the name of Texas Red. After impressing the owners of the WWA with his natural talent and charisma, they hired him and he made his professional debut in October 1987 against Buddy Roberts. Mark continued to hone his skills in the WWA and soon became one of its top stars. But he knew that he needed to take his career to the next level if he wanted to make a name for himself in the world of professional wrestling. So, in 1990, he left the WWA and signed with the World Wrestling Federation, now known as WWE. At first, Mark was not given much opportunity in the WWE and spent most of his time in the developmental territory of the Continental Wrestling Association, CWA. However, in 1991, he was called up to the main roster and made his WWF debut in November as the mysterious and enigmatic character known as The Undertaker. Mark had been inspired by the supernatural characters that he had seen in horror movies and comic books as a child and wanted to create a similar persona for himself. He worked closely with the WWE's creative team to develop the Undertaker character and storyline, which was based on a mortician who conducted funeral services for fallen wrestlers. The character was an immediate hit with the fans, and The Undertaker quickly became one of the most popular and feared wrestlers in the WWE. The Undertaker's success can be attributed to several factors. First, his size and strength were impressive and intimidating to audiences. At 6 foot 10 inches and 275 pounds, he towered over most of his opponents and could easily overpower them physically. Second, his wrestling skills were exceptional. The Undertaker had trained for years before making his debut and had mastered various technical aspects of the sport. He was particularly skilled in submission holds, which he used to great effect to make his opponents tap out. Third, his charisma and stage presence were undeniable. The Undertaker was able to connect with the audience and draw them into his storylines. He was also very good at playing the villain or heel, which made him even more popular because fans loved to boo a good heel. Fourth, his signature move, the Tombstone Pile Driver, was a crowd-pleasing maneuver that solidified his status as a top-tier wrestler. Finally, his longevity in the sport has contributed to his legendary status. The Undertaker has wrestled for over 3 decades and has consistently put on entertaining matches for fans of all ages. Throughout his career, The Undertaker has held numerous championships and headlined multiple WrestleMania events, including WrestleMania 7 against Hulk Hogan in 1991, WrestleMania 13 against Shawn Michaels in 1997, and WrestleMania 28 against Triple H in 2012. He has also competed in numerous other high-profile matches against wrestlers such as Kane, The Rock, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. The Undertaker's impact on professional wrestling extends beyond his in-ring accomplishments. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential and iconic figures in the history of the sport. His contributions have been recognized with numerous awards and accolades, including induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2022. Despite his success, The Undertaker has faced his share of controversies throughout his career. One of the most notable was the 1998 incident in which he was arrested for drunk driving after crashing his car. The Undertaker was charged with DUI and was suspended by the WWE for 60 days. He apologized for his actions and said that he had sought treatment for alcohol abuse. Another controversy arose in 2007 when he was caught in a sexting scandal. The Undertaker's personal cell phone number had been posted online, and he began receiving explicit text messages and photos from women. He responded by sending messages back but insisted that he had not solicited the women or initiated the contact. The scandal ultimately led to the creation of a new WWE policy prohibiting wrestlers from using their personal cell phones. The Undertaker's personal life has been the subject of much speculation and gossip over the years. He has been married twice and has 4 children. His first marriage was to a woman named Sarah, whom he divorced in 1999. He then married Michelle McCool, a fellow WWE wrestler, in 2009. Together, they have 2 daughters. The Undertaker is also a stepfather to Michelle's daughter from her previous marriage. Outside of wrestling, The Undertaker is known for his philanthropy and has supported numerous charities over the years. He has worked with organizations such as the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation, and the Special Olympics. He has also been involved in various community projects in his hometown of Houston, Texas. In recent years, The Undertaker's wrestling career has been marked by a series of part-time appearances and high-profile matches. In 2012, he returned to the ring after a year-long hiatus and defeated Triple H at WrestleMania 28 in what was billed as the end of the era. However, The Undertaker continued to wrestle sporadically until his official retirement in 2020. During this time, he competed in several notable matches, including a Hell in a Cell match against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2015 and a no-holds-barred match against AJ Styles at WrestleMania 36 in 2020. His final match was a tag team match at Survivor Series 2020, in which he teamed up with his brother Kane to face off against the team of AJ Styles, Omos, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins. Since retiring from in-ring competition, The Undertaker has remained active in the world of professional wrestling. He has served as a producer and occasional on-screen personality for the WWE and has also appeared in several independent wrestling promotions. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2022, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. The Undertaker's impact on professional wrestling is undeniable. He is a true legend of the sport who has entertained fans for over 3 decades with his unique blend of size, strength, skill, and charisma. Whether he was delivering devastating tombstone piledrivers or cutting chilling promos, The Undertaker was always able to captivate audiences and leave them wanting more. His contributions to the WWE and the world of professional wrestling as a whole have earned him the respect and admiration of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. As he enters the next chapter of his life, The Undertaker's legacy will continue to live on in the hearts and minds of wrestling fans around the globe. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.